Welcome, friend. I am Ashley Clarke of Earthkeeper Yoga, and welcome to a gentle yoga practice. This class is for you if you have achy joints, if you feel as if everything feels stiff, and it would just feel really good to give all of the joints in your body a little love and attention. If that sounds like the class for you, I invite you to grab a couple of blocks as well as your trusty blanket or beach towel and meet me right here on the mat. All right, as we get started today, we're actually going to start in this comfortable seat. So if this is not what your comfortable seat looks like, that is a-okay. Know that you could bring the blocks and sit up on the blocks, which would help send those hips higher than the knees. That could feel really nice. You could also sit on a really firm pillow or something like that that would help you here. Nice and soft. As you come into your easy seat, I'm going to invite you to let those arms just hang heavy, shoulders really relax down. We are going to pay some attention to the length of the spine. So let that tailbone come right off the front of your blanket. You'll feel the hips shift forward, maybe a little bit of release right there through the hips, and just let everything find a nice soft spot. Reach through the crown of your head, and then you can close your eyes or have that soft gaze towards the floor. And give yourself a nice big deep inhale through the nose, sigh it out through the mouth. Notice if there is an arch in the low back. Maybe bring that tailbone just a little bit more forward. Help those hips square right under the shoulders. And just allow that breath to move in and out through your nose, nice and soft. Let each breath become just a little bit deeper than the breath cycle before it. And taking up more space inside of the body. Notice the brow start to soften, the muscles right around the mouth. Let everything just become as soft as you can let it. And while you're in this easy seat, go ahead and just wiggle the fingers. Maybe wiggle the toes. And slowly come back into stillness within the body. Give yourself another cleansing breath. Beautiful. You can flutter your eyes back open. Welcome. So everything that we do will be very mindfully intentional, and we'll move at a pace that serves you. So we're just going to begin by showing our hands a little love. So I'm going to invite you to press your right hand away from you, palm shines away, and then let this left hand come and just individually pull each finger back just a little bit. Just noticing what's there. You're not here to hurt yourself. Just finding some mindful awareness of those joints that move through the fingers. Once you do all of the fingers, maybe wiggle them a little bit more, make the hand nice and big, and then close it into a fist. The next time that you make a fist, hold that, and then begin to circle the wrist. So we're just getting into that wrist joint now. Shine the palm forward away from you once again, and then really send those fingertips up towards the sky. Spread those fingers. And then send that palm down towards the inside of your forearm. Big stretch through the top of the forearm there. Beautiful. You can just shake out the arm. We'll get into the joints and the shoulders in a moment. Beautiful. Let that hand come back. It can rest. Give yourself a cleansing breath. Beautiful. We'll shine that left palm forward. Right hand comes and just individually pulls each one of those fingers back just for a moment. Just a little mindful awareness of each one of those fingers. And then when that feels complete, shine that hand forward, wiggle the fingers a little bit more. Shine the hand really big and then make it into a fist. Go ahead and circle the wrist. And if you feel pops, if you hear pops, that is just gas escaping. If there's any kind of, it almost feels a little crampy in there, that might be something that I am not medically experienced enough to tell you what it is, so a doctor would have to do that for you, but we just want to be very gentle with ourselves with that. All right, let the whole arm shake out, just like we did to the right side. And then let that hand release back onto the leg. Toss spine, cleansing breath. Beautiful. Let's begin to make some small circles with the shoulders. So we'll inhale, reach the shoulders up towards the ears, and then exhale, let the shoulders go back. Starting to bring them forward, up towards the ears, and then back. You can close the eyes here, connect with the breath moving in and out through your nose. And the next time that you reach the shoulders up towards your ears, I'm going to invite you to shrug them forward. Feel that opening through the shoulder blades, and then send the shoulders back. So you can get the elbows involved a little bit here. Give it one more. Beautiful. Ripple up through the spine, cleansing breath. Just let everything settle and soften. Beautiful. We'll turn the nose towards the left shoulder. Before we move any further, think about the tailbone pressing into the floor, reaching the crown of the head up towards the sky, and then just begin to look over to the left. Send some awareness to that right shoulder and bring it back just a little bit behind you so that shoulder blade can reach over for that left shoulder blade. Bow the chin down towards the chest, relax through that right shoulder. Take a breath or two with the chin down towards the collarbone. And lift the nose back up and bring it through center. Beautiful. Circle those shoulders, both directions, just in case any tension built up through the neck. Cleansing breath. Beautiful. We'll send the nose over towards the right. Check the length through the spine, reaching the crown of the head away. Breathe in deep. And then bring the chin down towards the chest. Start to pull that left shoulder away from you just a little bit, like it's going to, the shoulder blade's going to kiss over there on that right side. You'll feel a deeper stretch through the left side of the body. Release through the left shoulder, lift the nose, bring it back through center, circle those shoulders. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit looser in your body now. Coming into stillness, cleansing breath. Beautiful. So we're going to extend the arms out to the side. It doesn't matter if the fingers touch the floor or not. We're just going to do a seated Tai Chi twist. So you're going to inhale, twist over to one side, and then exhale over to the other. We're starting to move some synovial fluid through the thoracic spine. Keep everything as soft as you can. Don't forget to breathe. Start to bring yourself back into that stillness with the fingertips on either side of the hips, tall spine. Inhale, reach the arms and the gaze up. And then exhale, bring those palms down in front of your heart, bow chin to chest. Notice the difference in the energy that has just started to move through your body from doing that twist. Soften through the legs. Inhale, reach arms and gaze up. And then exhale, circle those arms nice and big behind you. Let fingertips, caught that plant, let those fingertips come behind you, shoulder blades kiss. And then inhale, start to send the heart forward. Lift through the chin, big opening through the front of the body. Stretch through the throat. Breathe. Beautiful. Bring the chin down towards the chest. Start to curve the low spine, and then you can bring yourself back to that comfortable seat. We've got one more here. We're going to bring the arms out into a T. And we're going to take that right palm and turn it up. So from here, we're going to inhale, reaching over to the right, almost like you're playing tug of war and you're the rope. So inhaling over to one side, exhale, long spine, don't lose that, over to the other side. And the palm comes up as you reach your body in that direction. So right palm up, coming through center. Left palm comes up, right hand goes down. So if you don't get that variation right, it's okay. This is called the corkscrew, if that, just naming it helps you kind of identify with the motion. So you're reaching here, staying with the breath. We'll give it one more round. Beautiful. Come back to center. Let the arms rest in the lap. Find length through the spine. Close the eyes. Find a cleansing breath. Beautiful. Slowly flutter your eyes back open. We're going to meet in a standing position. And you'll want one of those blocks available to you wherever you land. So you'll probably come to the top of the mat. I'm going to stand in the center just so you can see me. So put that block just a few inches in front of your feet and then come into your mountain pose. So just like when we were seated, we're going to press the feet instead of the tailbone into the floor. Ripple up through the spine, let those shoulders maybe come up all the way to the ears, and then slowly open them behind you just a bit. Shoulder blades kiss, palms come forward. Big deep breath. Notice if you're tensing through the kneecaps. Where are you holding the weight in your body? Are you holding the weight in the heels? Could you even out the weight just a little bit through your feet? With the eyes closed here, just give yourself a few breaths to feel into how you're feeling in your physical body. Let's take an inhale, reach the arms and the gaze up towards the sky, and then exhale, bring those hands down in front of the heart. We'll keep the gaze towards me. We're going to move super gentle with ourselves today. So I want you to keep the hands at the heart, and I want you to think about really reaching through the spine and tucking that tailbone in ever so slightly, just to plug in your core strength. And then we'll start to move. So we're gonna inhale in the center, and then exhale to twist over to the right with the upper body, keeping the hips square towards the front of your mat. So inhale back to center, and we'll go to the opposite side. Deeper into the thoracic spine. Keep moving. Give it one more complete round, both sides. Beautiful. Go ahead and bend the knees just enough to let the hands come and rest right on the kneecaps. I'll turn to the side. We're going to do a standing cat-cow. So a standing cat-cow, all we're going to do is take an inhale and send the tailbone back, send the crown of the head up, heart reaches forward. Exhale, round backwards, let those shoulders come up towards the ears, big stretch through the shoulder blades. Inhale, round it back. Exhale, forward. Notice the stretch through the throat. And really think about shining that pelvis forward. The next time that you bring the tailbone forward and the shoulders are forward, I want you to take an inhale and then exhale, slow rise up right back into that mountain. Ripple up through the spine, take an inhale, sigh it out. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna bring those arms back into that T. We're gonna move through that corkscrew posture from a standing position. So it may feel more sturdy and stable in your body if you give yourself just a little bit more space between the feet. I wouldn't say that they need to come as wide as the outside edges of your mat, but maybe about 4 or 5 inches in between the feet. We'll inhale, reach over to the right, right palm comes up. Really reach over this time, and then exhale, going over to the left. The trick here is to keep the tailbone tucked in, core engaged to protect the low back. We're getting deeper into the joints. We're beginning to wake up the hips. We got a little fire going from the cat-cow motion. Let's give it one more round either side. And we'll come into stillness in the middle. Let the hands come down on either side of the hips. We're going to do the coat hanger arms, the Tai Chi Twist, from a standing position as well. So just begin to come over to one side. Let the heel on the opposite foot reach up as you twist to the opposite side. Be gentle with yourself. And let the breath flow in and out, nice and easy. So now we're starting to move some synovial fluid into the ankles. More pops, just gas escaping, all good there. And slowly start to make your way back into stillness. We're going to start to incorporate that block. So I'm going to invite you to bring your hands back to your knees so the hips go back just a little bit. It's not a full chair. So we're going to take an inhale and send the left hand down to the top of the block. Start to bend into that left knee. Give yourself just a little stretch to this right hamstring. Option to put the right hand on the hip. Reach through the crown of the head. Breathe. Take an inhale in the twist. Exhale, right hand comes down, right knee bends, left hand comes to the left hip. One more breath. Inhale. Come forward into a forward fold and then put the block on the medium setting. Let the hands just come to the block. Little gentle side to side sway. Hands are supported by the block. There's a bend in the knees, maybe some rounding in the spine. Nice and soft. Settling back into stillness, bend the knees, take an inhale. And then exhale, slow rise, coming back into your mountain. Ripple up the awareness, give yourself a deep cleansing breath. Beautiful. You're gonna bend your knees, bring your hands back to your knees. And then we're just going to start to circle the knees. So getting some synovial fluid moving through the joints at the knees. So I hear a lot about people having arthritis in their knees. I have a lot of pops, grinding there, so I understand how gentle we need to be. So pops okay, grinding, be gentle with yourself. Make sure you go both directions. Beautiful. Inhale, and then exhale to bring yourself all the way back up. Find the mountain pose. Give yourself the cleansing breath. Beautiful. We're going to bring the hands to the hips and then shimmy those feet closer together. You can move the block out of the way. We're going to do the duck walk. I think I've taught this a couple of times in the past, but in case this is the first time, yes, we look like we're walking like ducks. All right, so hands on the hips, rippling up awareness from the soles of the feet up to the crown of the head. And we'll take an inhale and move all the body weight over to the left foot. Inhale, lift the right foot off the floor, lifting the right hip to make that happen. Lower down, change weight over to the other side, and then lift the left hip. So we're using our strength and it's a little bit of a motor control skill here as well to balance from side to side. But I do hear a lot about clients saying that they have achy hips. That they feel that their hips are getting weak. So we are working on muscle memory here. We're working on using our physical strength to control the movements so we're not flopping down from side to side. Let's keep going. And give it one more round. Beautiful. Coming back into stillness, you're going to bend this right knee, right ball of the foot stays on the mat, and then just start to circle the ankle, not the wrist, Circle the ankle both directions, getting a little bit more synovial fluid into the joints of the foot. Beautiful. Coming back into stillness, stay with all the weight on this left leg. Bring the top of the foot to the floor. Just get that stretch through the top of the foot. So just pressing right where the toes are into the mat, getting that stretch right through the top of the foot. All right, right foot comes down, moving body weight over to the right, not locking the right knee, keeping some softness there, coming onto the ball of the left foot. So we'll circle that ankle. Both directions. And we'll come into that stillness. We'll let the top of the left foot come to the mat. Just a gentle push of those toes into the floor, getting that stretch to the top of the foot. It's one of those things that it hurts so good. It's like a John Mellencamp song. All right, bring that left foot to the floor. Center your body weight. Bring your hands to your heart. Bow chin to chest. Cleansing breath. Beautiful. This next one, if you need some support, you could use a wall. I may actually even do that, or the back of a chair, back of the couch, whatever you have available. We're gonna be swinging this right leg first. So I'm gonna bring my left hand to the wall, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm not leaning on the wall. I just have the hand there for support. Bring your right hand to your hip. Feel nice and connected with that left foot on the floor. And then we're gonna lift that right hip just like we did when we did the duck walk. All right? Inhale forward, exhale back, giving it a good swing. So all we're doing here is releasing the joints, sending the fluid through the joints, raising the heart rate. So start to slow that with control. Bringing that right foot down, coming back to center, hands come to the heart, cleansing breath. Beautiful. You can go ahead and we'll do the other side. So I'm going to bring my right hand to the wall, but I'm not leaning on the wall. I just have the hand there for support. Left hand comes to the left hip. Move body weight to the right side and then lift the left hip like you're going to do that duck walk. Inhale forward, exhale back. Trying not to lock that standing right knee. Give it one more and then start to slow it down. Slowly coming back to both feet on the mat, hands at the heart, cleansing breath. Beautiful. This next one, we are going to swing the leg side to side, okay? So you could do it with your back against the wall or the hands maybe stacked right there at the booty so you've got a little bit of space. Make sure there's clearance on the floor. We'll put body weight on the left leg, reach up through the crown of the head and send the right leg forward. And then just begin to swing the leg across your body. So how many times in a day do we move our body in this way? Or use muscle groups that require this strength? We probably avoid it. Give it one more. And then slowly, like a pendulum, let the leg come back in to the floor, hands to the heart, tall spine, cleansing breath. Beautiful. Bring the hands back behind you. Try not to lean on the wall, but you've got it there for support. all the weight on the right foot, tall spine, crown towards the sky, and then just start to swing that leg. You could really get going with this and send the leg all the way over to the left and all the way over to the right. Or you can just be gentle with yourself, trying not to lock that standing knee. Slowing it down. Bringing the foot back, hands to the heart, cleansing breath. So when I said it was going to be super soft and gentle, we can still get the heart rate elevated, and we're still getting some sort of muscle memory going through the body. We're going to do one more standing posture. So I like to call this one skip. So you'll have the hands next to the hips. You'll ripple through the spine, soft through the knees, and then act like you're skipping in place. So inhale, one arm forward, one arm back. If this is too much on the knees, just keep the knees bouncy and move through the upper body. Give it one more round, and then slowly start to let the hands, arms, upper body come into stillness. Hands to the heart in prayer, bow chin to chest, cleansing breath. Beautiful. We're going to make our way all the way onto our backs. And then when you get onto the floor, I'm going to invite you to let the legs lay long down the mat. Let the arms open where the palms are up towards the sky. Close the eyes and give yourself a nice big deep breath. Beautiful. Take an inhale, lift the left leg all the way up towards the sky. Circle the ankle, point and flex the foot. Bend the knee, and then begin to circle the knee up towards your chest and then out to the left. Up towards the chest and then out towards the left. And the next time you bring the knee up towards the chest, send the knee down and then circle with the knee down and then up towards the chest. So basically just reversing directions. Still working the body. Bring the knee back up, extend the leg long, take an inhale, and then exhale slowly, let that left leg come all the way down to the mat, releasing it fully, relaxing fully, softening into the mat, cleansing breath. Breath in and out through the nose. Take an inhale, send the right leg up towards the sky, circle the ankle, point and flex the foot. You can keep the leg soft. Bend the knee, take an inhale, and then let the right knee fall out to the right, circling back up towards the heart. Getting a little core workout there. Switch directions the next time the knee comes up towards the chest. Notice the engagement through the core muscles to make this happen for you. Knee up towards the chest and then extending leg up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, slow, controlled release of the right leg back down to the mat. Release fully, soften, melt, be, and breathe. Beautiful. Take an inhale, reach the arms up over the head, point the toes, reach the fingertips. Give yourself a breath. Send both arms up towards the sky. Let the legs relax. Wiggle those fingers. Shine the palms up towards the sky and then the palms down towards the forearms. Circle the wrists. Bend the elbows, let the thumbs come towards the tops of your shoulders, and then send the arms long up towards the sky. Keeping some softness through the joints and the elbows as you extend and then bend the arms. The next time you send the arms up towards the sky, take an inhale. And then exhale, slowly let those arms fall wide into a T. Soften, melt, be, and breathe. Send some awareness to the mouth. Make funny faces, make little O's, bringing the lips close together like a fish, and then opening the jaw wide. Letting the lower jaw move where it's on the outside of the upper teeth. Circling the jaw. Releasing any tension in the joints of the mouth. Don't be surprised if it makes you yawn. Wiggle the nose, scrunch it up like there's something that's not so nice to smell, or like Elizabeth Montgomery or Nicole Kidman would do in Bewitched. Shrug it up. Move it around. And release the face. Bring awareness to the eyes and the space right between at the brow. Squint your eyes together like you're having to read the smallest of print in a really dark light. And then allow the face to relax. Relax the eyes. Give yourself a cleansing breath. Take an inhale, lift the head up off the floor, reach the nose towards the sky. Take a breath. Take your inhale. Exhale, slowly lower the head back down with control. Melt into the mat. Soften, be, cleansing breath. Rest. And slowly begin to bring some awareness back into this space. And wiggle fingers and toes. Circle wrists and ankles. Maybe turn your nose towards either shoulder, keeping the back of the head on the mat. And reach your arms up over your head. Give yourself that full body stretch one more time. And then allow yourself to roll on to your favorite side, bringing the knees up close to the chest, staying soft, continuing to melt into the mat. When that feels complete, I invite you to come back into a comfortable seat. We'll meet there together with hands at the heart. As we close our time together today, I want to encourage you to remember that yoga is a practice. We do it over and over and over again, just like we do life every day, over and over and over again. And some days we have good days, some days we have great yoga practices, others not so much. But we practice, and we care to get better. We care to improve. So I want you to take this quote with you. It's from Veronica Tugaleva. The most profound personal growth does not happen while reading a book or meditating on a mat. It happens in the throes of conflict, when you are angry, afraid, frustrated. It happens when you are doing the same old thing and you suddenly realize that you have a choice. May you always choose kindness. May you be kind and may you know kindness. Gratitude for practicing with me today. Namaste.